Have you ever felt like your spiritual practice, or even just life, is a constant uphill battle? Like you're always fighting against the current? Well, today we're going to explore an ancient teaching that flips that whole idea on its head. It suggests the path to freedom isn't a fight at all, but more like a powerful, natural river flowing to the ocean. Let's dive in. Okay, so this quote is really the heart of it all. Think about the massive Ganges River. It has only one direction, one single destination, the sea. It just flows. And what this text is telling us is that our minds can have that same kind of unstoppable, natural momentum toward peace, toward nibbana. So yeah, this whole practice is about creating a current inside of us. It's about cultivating a steady, powerful force that just naturally carries us where we need to go, instead of us having to constantly struggle and fight against the tide. And what's so cool here is how clear the goal is. The destination is nibbana, the complete and total end of suffering. And the force, the very water that makes up this river, is what the texts call the five powers. All right, so what exactly are these five spiritual powers? In the original Pali, they're called the paññā balani. These are the very things that form the river's current. Let's break them down one by one. So here they are. You've got conviction, energy, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. I want you to think of these like five different streams that all merge together to form one big, powerful river. Every single one is absolutely essential to create that unstoppable flow toward freedom. First up, we've got saddhā, the power of conviction. Now, this isn't about blind faith, not at all. It's a settled, deep-down confidence that comes from understanding, that feeling that yes, this path is real, it works, and the destination is worth it. It's like an anchor that keeps you steady when doubts start creeping in. Next, flowing right from that conviction is viriya, the power of energy. And again, this isn't that frantic, stressful, white-knuckle kind of effort. It's more like the balanced, joyful persistence of a river that just never stops. It's that steady, consistent effort that gives the current its real momentum. Now, to steer all that energy, we need sati, the power of mindfulness. This is your rudder. It's that clear, non-judgmental awareness of what's happening right now. It's what keeps you in the deepest part of the channel so you don't get snagged on the riverbanks of distraction or lost in some stagnant side pool. Our fourth power is samādhi, or concentration, and this is where the flow really gathers its strength. I want you to picture the river narrowing, funneling into a deep, fast-moving gorge. That's concentration. The mind becomes totally unified, collected, gathering all its strength so it can flow with this incredible power and just slice through any obstacle. And finally, we have paññā, the power of wisdom. You could say this is the clarifying power of the water itself. It's that direct, penetrating insight that sees things exactly as they are, dissolving the fog of confusion and ignorance. This is the power that ultimately sets you free. But look, this powerful current isn't just for a smooth ride. It's cultivated for a very specific purpose, to deal with the obstacles, the big boulders that are inevitably blocking the way. Because let's be real, every river runs into boulders and dams that try to stop it from reaching the sea. So in our own inner world, what are these blockages? What's stopping us from reaching nibbana? Well, the texts call them the five higher fetters, or samyojjanani. These are really subtle but incredibly powerful mental blockages. Things like craving for refined states of being, both with form and without, that deep-seated sense of I or me we call conceit, the agitated, jumpy mind of restlessness, and the big one, the fundamental confusion of ignorance. These are the dams that are blocking our river. And this is where the practical genius of this whole system really shines. The powers aren't just abstract ideas, they are specific tools for eroding specific obstacles. While all five work together, you can see a direct matchup here. That unified mind from concentration, it directly soothes restlessness. That clarity of wisdom, it cuts right through ignorance. And that steady awareness of mindfulness, it helps you see right through the illusion of conceit. It's brilliant. So, here's the crucial part. What happens when this current of the five powers becomes truly unstoppable? When these fetters are completely washed away, where does the river finally end up? And the sources are crystal clear on this. As the river of the five powers wears down those fetters, those dams and boulders, it ultimately gets to the source of all the pollution, the three fundamental poisons of the mind. Yup, it all comes down to abandoning three core defilements. You can think of them as the ultimate source of the river's pollution, the very origin of all our suffering. Once they're finally washed away, the water runs perfectly clear. And here they are: greed, or raga, hatred, or dosa, and delusion, or moha. Developing the 5 powers leads to the final destruction of these 3 roots. This is it. This is arriving at the ocean. This is nibbana. You know, the beauty of this whole framework is just how practical it is. It gives us 5 distinct areas we can actually work on. So as we wrap this up, the question isn't just some theory, it's a personal one. Looking at your own inner landscape, which of these currents, conviction, energy, mindfulness, concentration, or wisdom, could use a little more of your attention right now? Which one will you choose to strengthen today?